possible. This is DJ Wolf Live. Now, I said a thing, it's called What's Going On. I was trying to say, what's going on in the district, man? Donald Trump. He's currently put a mandate out. Historical. I don't even like to brag about it. Say this. I ain't bragging anyway. Historical. It's not historical in a good way. He's going to police the district with troops, or the weekend warriors, or what he said, with the National Guard. My thing is, you don't even need to do that, really. You have all of these local law enforcement places that surround you, and you likely pay them better money than you do the National Guard. All right. My thing is, there's roughly 3 things you can do that can alleviate what you call is a major crime problem in the district. The district has had crime problems there forever. Okay, some more severe than others. Probably some more severe than it has been the last couple of years. They said that they've had numbers that show that the crime rate in the district in the last few years has been down. He's talking about those epic proportions because of one person who was, I think he was a Doge employee, was beat up by some thugs. Let's be real. And he said, "Oh, it's an epidemic." And not to say that crime don't happen in the district. We all know it does. All right. But it happens everywhere in the DMV. All the time. Baltimore, it's a regular occurrence. And he wants to use the National Guard to take care of it. But you have all these different law agencies that you're paying way more money than you are the National Guard. Guardsmen. I know that. All right. And you're not requiring them to some of those agencies to fight certain crimes. Lord knows we need in place, but in order to alleviate what you need to do to put all the manpower into it, 3 things. 1, the teen curfew. You can actually, hey, what's up, Huso? How you doing? MSL 78, how you doing? All right. Anyway, so 3 things you can do to alleviate that. Number 1, forgive me if I don't speak to you guys. I'm talking, but I'm moving around. So, all right, I'm doing good, thank you. Anyway, so to alleviate the problem, one of the things you can do is bring programs. Trump now has a very disposable income now. He has a very disposable budget based on all the mess he was doing. So there's no reason why you cannot generate programs to get these kids off the street. No excuse for it at this point. You can't say I don't have money. You got the money. Number 2, create jobs. You have a job market out there, in the district where you can put high-end jobs to people who are underserved. You have the resources for it. No doubt about it. You have all the resources for that. You really do. And like I said again, you have disposable income based on your cuts that you've been doing to help those folks out. All right. But you want to use it to do other stuff. All the dirty stuff you've been doing. And I have to call it out for what it is. You really just use that excuse to sit there and push black folks out of the district. And then you disrespected the mayor. Yeah. You said basically said she was incompetent. Yeah. Very disrespectful. Now, I don't always agree with some of the stuff that some of her things that she's doing, but I don't live in the district. So I can't really say a whole lot about it anyway. But I think she do the best that she can with the budget that she has. She has the budget. Her budget is limited, unlike yours, But yet you're not offering to help her with it. At least I haven't heard it publicly anyway. It's ridiculous. But yet you're going to criticize her. Now, I know you're wrong about that one. I'm sorry. You are dead wrong about that one. To criticize her for doing what she can with the budget that she has. And you just completely just throw her under the bus. For no reason. It's appalling to me. He doesn't want to work for anybody. It's either all or nothing with him. And it's to a point. I watch him on TV. I only watch him on TV because of what they're talking about today. Otherwise, I don't try to watch him on TV. I don't want to talk about what he's doing. I don't want to hear about what he's doing because there's nothing else anybody else can do at this point anyway but watch him do what he's doing. And the bad part about it, the politicians aren't trying to block anything that he does. Not one thing. So I really don't want to hear it. If they're not doing anything to oppose what he's doing, then there's no point in me even listening to anything he's doing at all. Because he's going to do what he want to do at this point. And that's what he's been doing. And it makes me sick. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Huso. I mean, seriously though, man, it's just I'm just fed up. I'm fed up. You at least thought that he would have some kind of rationale about himself, considering he was a businessman, but he's a businessman that's going way over his boundaries of his power. Yes. And I'm just like, I'm just kind of like, I don't want to hear it. I mean, unless the Democrats and Republicans get together and to block some of the things that he's doing, I don't hear nothing they got to say. Because at this point, what they're saying to me, for lack of better terms, folks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is bullshit. And they actually he dropped the S-bomb on TV today. Local news. They usually don't do that, but they did today. They didn't believe him or nothing. I don't think that's the first time he's done it on local news either. But it's just sad that you don't care about. He doesn't care about anybody. Except his base. And I ain't talking about necessarily the base that voted for him. I'm talking about the base that he grew up around with the silver spoons. Those are the people he cares about the most. You guys already know he's going to build a ballroom where the former Rose Garden was. And it's going to be spending millions and millions of dollars to do it. Or how you say, billions and billions. Of hard-earned tax money. And name it, I think it's supposed to be named after his wife or something like that. I'm just at a point, I'm just at a complete loss of words. Because I'm so angry. I'm so upset about all this mess that he's doing. I can't say much of anything anymore. You know, our politicians just sitting there with the thumbs in their butts, you know, not attempting to do anything anyway. That's the bad part about it. They're not making any attempt to do anything. That's why I said whatever they say now, I don't even want to hear it. I don't hear nothing they got to say. If you're not doing anything to block him from doing the stupid stuff that he's doing, then why I need to hear you talking? Seriously. I don't need to hear you guys say nothing. Not one word. Not anything, ever, at this point. To me about, oh, Dem's doing this, and we're going to try. Even Kamala Harris, who was going to run for governor, decided, I'm not going to run for governor anymore. She was going to attempt to run for governor, and then she backed out. You know. So that's another whole story. But, you know, she don't have any real agendas anyway, because her only thing was reproductive rights. The number one reason she didn't get elected in the first place. I don't care what anybody says. That is the main reason she get elected. She had no policies. If she could have came up with 3 good policies, I would have voted hands down for her. I voted for another Democrat. I vote for her. But she came up with 3 damn good policies. She'd have had my vote. Guaranteed. She just, you know, didn't want to act right. So, well, right now I'm having I'm a little under the weather right now. I think a call from one of the kids, and right now I'm trying to get over this. So you hear me talking like I'm Barry White somebody. R.I.P. to Barry White. That's because I'm under the weather, and I ain't feeling too good right now anyway. And maybe I'll do one tomorrow. I don't know. That's how I feel. I'm out, guys.